Everyone, how are you? This is Dagmar, and I wanted to touch base with you today because we're getting so close to the end of the year, and there's a big shift coming on the 22nd of December, and there's been so many things happening in my life, and my journey originally started back in about 16 years ago in 2005 when I actually met my twin flame, and the whole experience thrusted me into my spiritual awakening and my transformation. And so I've been a healer and teacher over the past 16 years, working with clients in the healing industry, witnessed some amazing transformations with people. But also my spirit has taken me on this interesting tour of health challenges. And so, for the past, I say 20 years, I've been experiencing a variety of different poisonings. And it was probably the most intense in the last 10 years, where I've been poisoned with heavy metals, neurotoxins. I've dealt with microbes like viruses, bacteria, funguses. The latest and greatest has been actually a radioactive waste that I've been poisoned with, that really took a destruction on my pancreas. And I've realized at some point, Spirit was taking me on these tours of physical ailments and poisonings because, I've kind of taken the reins into my own hands at some point with my health. And I started really communicating with my body and finding my own cures, quote unquote, so to speak, that you are not allowed to say that exist in our Western medicine society. And one of the big things that also Spirit taught me was that how to create actually supplements or what my body needs energetically. So how the FDA is shutting down supplements right now, like NAC, things that are actually good for your health. They're actually prohibiting it to be marketed. And lo and behold, it's no coincidence that Spirit put me through the education of how to create different supplements actually energetically. Even some things that are not even available on the market, like I figured out a specific enzyme that I'm not producing at the level I need to be producing it because of this recent poisoning by the radioactive waste, and I'm able to actually create that energetically to help my body with this particular enzyme that it has a shortage on at the moment. So it's been absolutely amazing journey for me. It's been a very difficult journey because of the when you're not feeling well, life gets hard, and I get that. And I've basically, so to speak, disconnected from that 3D matrix from the health standpoint, and I pretty much have created my own alchemy of 5D health and living. And so it is no coincidence that with this big shift coming up on the 22nd of December, that I am giving a talk on disconnecting from the 3D matrix this coming Saturday on the 18th, which is 4 days before this energetic shift is supposed to take place. And it's also no coincidence that I have just recently finished designing a program in which to help you basically disconnect from the 3D matrix, as well as teach you how to create your own alchemy to 5D health and living so that you can actually thrive. And this is for the people who are actually serious about wanting to move up into 5D. And My understanding is that this shift that's supposed to happen, I believe, I sense that it's going to get more intense. And also, I've heard things like that the gap's supposed to get wider between the two different groups of people. The one group being that is moving up to 5D, and the other group that's staying in 3D. The people moving up into 5D their energy will become more expansive. You're going to have opportunity to grow. It may not be without growing pains, okay? And but it's going to get lighter and more expansive for you. And then the people that are choosing to stay in 3D, it's going to get more confined and more denser. That's my understanding of it. And so there's a lot of awesome stuff happening where we're moving to. And it really depends on, it is your choice where you want to go. So, and it's not good, bad, or ugly. It is whatever your soul wants to experience. We're going to have very different experiences in the 5D than in the 3D. And part of moving up into 5D requires internal changes we have to go through. And so I hope you can join me for the talk I'm giving. It's a free 60-minute talk this Saturday, the 18th at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can register for it. I left the link with the video. And you get the information via email. And I hope to see you there. And I wish you a good journey wherever you're going. Wherever you're going. And I hope I can shed some light on some things for you. And I wish you a wonderful journey wherever you're headed. And so I hope to see you on Saturday.